Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video on the House TD2. And so pretty much what we're going to go ahead and do today is just talk about everything you need to know about floor 2, which is going to include the map layout, the bosses, and everything else you need to know. So let's go ahead and jump in with room 1, which is going to be the playground to go ahead and start off. In room 1, you're going to go ahead and have 3 entrances where enemies are going to be able to spawn in from, and we're going to have to go ahead and defend 2 exits, which might be a little bit of a hassle, but we should be theoretically fine because it's going to be a little bit more simple since we do have mythic troops on the field. And to go ahead and continue with that, we do also have our rooms right here on the side, which will go ahead and indicate what rewards you are going to go ahead and get. Obviously, you do automatically get coins, faction XP, and regular XP for the player, but everything else is just going to go ahead and depend on what kind of drops you get to see how lucky you are if you do end up getting any drops. Now, for the room bosses, we are going to have the Scare Bear, which is going to come out on wave 10, and the Funny Face, which is going to come out at wave 15. And this is going to be our enemy index right here, just so you guys can go ahead and just check it out. Now, we are finally on wave 10, and the Scare Bear has finally showed himself, and pretty much he is going to have 33,875 health, and he is going to be making a run for it. I'm going to go ahead and put this on ×1 speed just to make sure that we are going to be able to knock him. It does look like he is kind of moving fairly quickly, so I'm going to go ahead and put a second troop right here just to go ahead and meet him halfway. And it does look like we are going to be able to knock him. And we are just going to go ahead and put it on ×3 speed now since he is going to fall. And he did drop a couple rewards there, which is very nice. Now the star of the show, or the star of the room, the Funny Face, who is going to go ahead and move up right here. As you guys can see, he has 61,000 health, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on ×1 just to make sure that we are able to engage him without having any last minute kind of delays where we're unable to kill him. But so far it does look like we are going to be able to do some damage. I'm going to go ahead and bump up my cat as much as I possibly can, and I'm going to go ahead and put another cat down. Looks like we are going to knock him barely, and there it is. We have the victory. We do have 240 coins, 50 faction XP, and 50 XP, which is guaranteed. And obviously we did get a couple other rewards from the mini bosses. When they died, they did drop these. And now we're going to go ahead and go over floor 2, which is going to be the Ripper's Workshop. And so now in this one, we're going to have a total of 3 entrances and 1 exit for the map layout. On top of that too, once we go ahead and click on our rooms icon right here on the side, these are going to be the available rewards that we could obviously get. And we are going to have some room bosses that do spawn at wave 12, which is going to be the Dread Triplets, which is going to be 3 teddy bears that come out at the same time, and the Ripper teddy bear, which is going to come out at wave 17. And obviously down here, the enemy index, which is going to go ahead and just tell us what enemies are going to be spawning in. And now, as you guys can see, we do have the Dread Triplets that have spawned in, and they're going to spawn from each one of the entrances. And they only have 15,000 health, so they're really going to be easy to go ahead and defeat. And as you guys can see right here, they're going to go ahead and hit this choke point right here, and they're just going to go ahead and get knocked one by one. And last but not least, our star of the show, which is going to be the Ripper teddy bear, which we're going to go ahead and engage right here. I'm going to go ahead and put it on ×1 as well, because it does look like we might have a little bit of issues taking him out. But actually, I think he's going to go ahead and get knocked out pretty easy. And if not, yeah, we got him. Easy. Definitely, as you guys can see, we did get 272 coins. We also did get a total of 50 XP for our faction as well as our normal player XP. Now, continuing on to room number 3, we're going to go ahead and go to the play pond. The play pond here does have a total of 4 entrances and 1 exit, so it's a little bit more easier to go ahead and defend. Now, to go ahead and click on the room information right here on the right side, we do have all the available rewards right here, as well as the room bosses, which is going to be the Tortured Teddy, which is going to come out on wave 10. Continuing on to that, we have the Dread Triplets, which are going to come out at wave 16, and the star of the show, the Freaky Frog, which is going to come out at wave 18. And obviously our enemy index, which did increase by 2. And the Tortured Teddy has spawned in, going super slow, but it does have a total of 43,750 health. And right off the bat, they were just knocked out. And as soon as we knocked them out on wave 16, we do have the triplets, which have just spawned in. Or it looks like we have one Dread Triplet and 2 Tortured Teddies. The Tortured Teddy seems to have the exact same HP, which was 43,750, while the Dread Triplet only has a total of 15,000, which is kind of weird because I would have expected to have 3 Dread Triplets, but oh well, it works out. And last but not least, we do have the Freaky Frog coming out with 175,000 health, which is pretty outlandish, but we are able to go ahead and meet him and knock him out. Obviously, the rewards here for Room 3 is going to be 288 coins, faction XP, as well as regular XP are both going to be 50, and the extra rewards we did get from defeating the mini-bosses. The next one on our list for Room 4 is going to be the Rabbit Hole. The Rabbit Hole is going to go ahead and have a total of 3 entrances from the looks of it, as well as 1 exit, which is going to be super easy to go ahead and defend since there's only 1. Now, to go ahead and look at the room information right here on the side, we're going to see that the room rewards are going to be right here. Obviously, the room bosses are going to be a little bit more higher just because we have more to go ahead and add. So we had the Dread Triplets, which are going to come out at wave 7, which is about a hit. We have the Scare Bear, which is going to come out at 11. The Tortured Teddy Bear, which is going to go ahead and come out at wave 15. And the star of the show, which is going to be the Ravager Rabbit, which is going to go ahead and spawn at wave 17. And down here, as you guys can see, the enemy index, which has increased by 2 to 3 from the looks of it. Now, to go ahead and look at the triplets, they are still going to go ahead and have 15,000 health apiece. So it's not going to be anything too complicated. And now we do have the Scare Bears, which are going to come out. And it looks like we're going to have a total of 2 of them. And they're going to go ahead and have a 33,875 health. And it does look like they're going to get knocked out pretty simple as well. Nothing too crazy happening here yet. And now we do have the Tortured Teddies, which have spawned in. And we have a total of 2 of them, which are going to have 43,750 health. Doesn't really seem to be anything too crazy yet. And last but not least, our star of the room, the Ravager Rabbit, which is going to have a total of 225,000 health. And as you guys can see right here, we are engaging it right off the bat. We do have mythics as well as some secrets as well. And I'm going to go ahead and just lower this a bit more, I believe. And I'm going to go ahead and probably have to go ahead and delete this troop right here, which is not going to be that big of a concern. And we're going to go ahead and place them down right here. We're going to go ahead and try to max them out as quickly as we possibly can, just so we can go ahead and do some hammer and anvil right off the bat. And I'm going to go ahead and place one of these cats down as well, just to go ahead and knock them out. And just like that, we didn't knock them out. The room rewards, which are going to be 272 coins. We also have faction XP and regular player XP at 50. And obviously the extra things that we were able to collect from the bosses as well. And last but not least, room 5, which is going to be the toy chest. Now, the toy chest does have a total of 5 entrances, and unfortunately, it does look like there's going to be a lot of enemy units that are going to be coming out. But thankfully, we are only going to have 1 exit, which is going to be super simple to go ahead and defend. And if we go ahead and click on the room information right here, you guys can go ahead and see the available rewards right off the bat. And on top of that, too, we do have the room bosses, which are going to go ahead and be the Tortured Teddy, which is going to come out at wave 10. The Voodoo Bear, which is going to be brand new, which is going to come out at wave 18. As well as the Demon Duck, which is going to come out at wave 20. And from the looks of it as well, we do have a way larger enemy index. And I want to say there's probably about 2 to 3 new ones there. And as you guys can see, we do have the Tortured Teddies that have just came out. And there's going to be a total of 3 of them. And it looks like they're all going to have 43,750 health. And so now the Voodoo Dolls are on the field. They're going to be a little bit more smaller from my understanding. And they're going to have a total of 81,250 health. And I'm just trying to figure out where they're at because they're kind of small from my understanding. Not exactly sure where they're at. But yeah, I guess we pretty much knocked them pretty easy. Not even knowing that I knocked them. And last but not least, the star of the show, which is going to go ahead and be the Demon Duck, which is going to go ahead and have a total of 325,000 health. But we are definitely going to be able to engage him. We do have some secrets on the field, which are going to go ahead and respond to him immediately. And it does look like he's going to go ahead and potentially, he might even get knocked out before he comes over here to our main defense. But yeah, pretty easy to go ahead and knock out. And just like that, we did get a total of 320 coins, 50 XP for faction as well as for the player, and some extra things that we were able to pick up from the mini bosses. And this pretty much concludes floor 2. So I do hope that this information about the map layout, the bosses, and everything else you needed to know helps you guys out. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Till then, take care.